Hi, so I just wanted to start off with saying that if you clicked on my video, thank you so much. I don't know really how many people are going to end up watching this, if any. This is my very first YouTube video, so it's kind of nerve-wracking. I'm literally using my phone right now, which is a Samsung. If you clicked on this video, obviously you are here to know how I lost 50 pounds in 13 weeks naturally. And I should also add, with very limited working out. First, as you can see, I'm a big girl. I'm not in any way, shape, or form skinny. I have a lot of weight I left to lose. And as most people know, the bigger you are in the beginning of a diet, the quicker you're going to lose the weight. When I first started this journey, I was 268 pounds. Currently, as of yesterday, I am 217.2 pounds. I was really happy. I was pumped. I just wanted to kind of give you a background on me and a little bit of my struggle with weight loss. I was always heavy when I was little. I was really heavy in elementary school. It wasn't good. I was very unhealthy. I got bullied, but those people don't matter. It was just kind of mentally damaging. The bullying was for sure mentally damaging. When I got into high school, I was still overweight. I've been battling with my weight. I lost weight, I gained weight. I lost weight, I gained weight. I lost it again. I got down to like 170, which looked pretty great on me. I am 5'9", I have big bones. 170 wasn't too much weight. And then I gained it all back, and then a lot more than that. So it wasn't until the end of May that I saw a photo of me, and I'll put it in here. Wow. How did I let that happen? I am mortified right now. I look at myself and I do not like what I see. And I also do not like how I feel every day. So I saw that photo, and then a few days later I saw this video on Facebook about 4 or 5 different people who had lost over 100 pounds naturally in 1 year. Some of them was a year and a half, some 2 years. And I just felt so inspired and motivated. Like, a different kind of motivated than I did in the past. It felt real. Like, it felt like it was time. It really was time. The first week was quite difficult because I was offered a chocolate chip from Tim Hortons. I was offered cake. I was offered homemade pasta. I was offered Chinese food and pizza. Like, I don't know what it was about this week. Is the world against me right now? Like, does it know that this is my first week of really trying to change my lifestyle? Either way, I made it, I survived, and I'm basically here to tell you how. I haven't been following a strict diet. I haven't taken a magic pill. It's been hard work, but at the same time, it's actually been the most easy it has ever been for me. The first thing I did was realize that this is not temporary. This is not a temporary diet. I'm not going to just do it for a couple weeks or a couple months. It's permanent. It is the rest of my life. So if it's the rest of my life, I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to eat stuff I think is disgusting or boring or tastes like nothing. I want to enjoy what I'm eating. And let me tell you right now, I have been. I eat really yummy food, like really yummy food, which if anybody is interested, like I could make a separate video talking about the food that I eat. Because I don't want to make this 30 minutes long. I did the obvious thing, and you probably have heard it a million times. I just cut out the unhealthy foods. I've cut out treats, snacks like chips, popcorn. I cut out all the shit. I try to stay away from like added sugars. I eat vegetables. I eat fruit. I eat proteins like eggs and nuts and lentils and meats. And I'm really happy with what I eat. Like, it all tastes really yummy. It's a lot better for me than what I was eating in the past, which again, I could make another video based on what I ate before. Like, it was bad. Another thing I've done is my cheat days, or as I like to kind of call them, my indulge days. They don't have a set date. I don't know if in the past you've done a diet and you've set your cheat day for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Those are usually like the most popular days for cheat days. I found that when I did that in the past, I was miserable because basically all week I was following a strict diet or something, and I only looked forward to one day, and that was my cheat day. And then I felt that I had to eat terrible the entire day to make it worth it, which is a toxic way of thinking of it, in my opinion. Well, especially when you struggle with binge eating, which is definitely something I've struggled with. It's hard to admit because I've never really even said it to myself, but that's just not the way I go about it anymore. I try not to indulge more than once a week, so it does kind of follow that similar type of a pattern, but sometimes I do indulge 2 times a week. Sometimes I don't indulge at all. And to further that point, which is like another piece of advice I feel like I should offer up because it's been life-changing for me, is placing a higher expectation on the unhealthy things I'm putting in my body. So basically, I kind of made it a rule to not eat desserts from the grocery store. I realized that, the quality of them isn't special. Like, I kind of want to save myself for cake or cookies or donuts that are from like a bakery that I think is higher quality or that I just really love. Or something that was homemade from a family member or a friend, and I think that they're like this crazy amazing baker, and I'm like, yeah, that's so worth it. Because I don't want to feel left down. I don't want to start an indulge day and like eat a cookie and I'm like, what? That cookie was okay. I've had way better cookies and I kind of wish I was eating the way better cookies right now. It's been an amazing decision on my part because over the last 3 months, 3 months and like 1 week, I've seen a lot of things pass me by. I've seen chips pass me by, I've seen cakes pass me by, I've seen different types of desserts pass me by, and I've said no to all of them because they weren't worth it. I made them not worth it. When I eat something that's like unhealthy for me, I want it to feel incredibly special. I want to make me cry. I want it to be so good it makes me tear up. And let me tell you right now, I've teared up like on like 4 or 5 different occasions in the last 3 months, like because the food has been so good. When I save myself, so sometimes a week will go by and nothing of high quality has passed me by, and I'm like, oh, okay, like I guess I'm not eating anything naughty this week. And then the next week, it's like someone takes me out for Thai food, and I get to eat this delicious dish that's like making me tear up. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. This has been sent from the heavens. It makes it so much more special and worth it, and I don't feel guilty at all. If I started eating something that was only okay, I would feel really guilty about it. And I'd also feel sad for myself because it's like, well, I already ate that, that was my treat. That was my indulgence. I'm not going to eat anything else. And damn, I'm disappointed that that was it. I don't want to feel that way. I want to be like, that was amazing. Like, I don't need anything else. That was worth it 100%. Actually, one of the more harder things, but also really good for me to be aware of, is remembering that other people don't care as much as you do. This is your journey. This is something that you're going to probably be thinking about every day, at least in the beginning, right? Because even in the first few months, it's such a drastic change, especially if you were as heavy as I was, or heavier, or not, or just as uncomfortable or self-conscious as I was. Yes, your family and your friends, hopefully they will offer their love and support for you. But you have to remember, you're not relying on them. You're relying on yourself. So while, yeah, they might make a healthy meal for you one night, or they might eat healthy with you, or go and work out with you, or something to try to help you and be there for you, that's not going to be an everyday thing. And you can't get angry with them when they, eat something unhealthy in front of you, or they make an unhealthy dinner. They even offer you a bite of something because they forget. Like, they don't think. They're like, well, they want to be nice. They want to share something with you. I have friends who do that where they're like, oh, are you sure you don't want to just have a bite of this? Like, I feel bad if you don't. And they don't realize that that can make it really hard to say no, but you just have to say no. Because nobody else is responsible for what you put in your body but yourself. And it can hurt. It can for sure hurt sometimes when you feel like an action from like a family member or a friend is unsupportive and is making this way harder than it needs to be. But you just have to remember that, it's probably not on purpose. I mean, yes, there's going to be certain people out there who want you to fail or are used to you being overweight, and it might even be an unconscious thing on their part. And again, that's a whole other thing I could talk about in another video. But for the most part, you know, your family and your friends, they want you to succeed. They just aren't going to be thinking about it every second of their day, you know? But just remember that you're your number one supporter. That's how it should be. You should be relying on yourself. You're the one who makes the decision what to put in your body. That has been what's changed for me on my journey. And again, I'm not a professional in any way. Like, no. I'm talking from my own experience, which is all I can offer you, is my own experience. And the last thing I wanted to touch upon is that no, I haven't actually been working out very much. The 50 pounds that I have lost have been solely because of what I've been eating, and what I've not been eating. And I can talk more in depth about that if anybody is interested in knowing more about that. I don't know if this is going to get more than 5 views. Really, I don't know at all. But I am so happy to offer any piece of advice I can offer, because this has been a really exciting journey for me. I finally feel like I'm doing it. And I think I mentioned before how much I weighed. I can't remember if I mentioned that my goal weight is 150 pounds. So I'm not halfway to that yet. I have 10 more pounds to lose, and then, well, I should say 9. And then I'll have hit the halfway mark. So exciting. But to address the working out thing, I do think working out is important. I did a little bit of working out in the beginning, and during the summer, you know, I walked and I did some hiking. I did a really hard hike last weekend. Like, goddamn, it was a hard hike. So I have been working out a little, very moderately. So that is something I'm planning on changing. I thought it was going to be too overwhelming for me personally to change my eating habits and also work out a lot. I just thought that was going to be too much. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to focus on my eating, and then I'll add working out into the mix. So, look, fortunately for me, my college has a gym. So I'm definitely planning on checking that out, and it will be really good for me because I want to get stronger. I definitely want to get stronger. But I'm still really proud of what I've achieved, and I'm happy to share it with you guys. And yeah, I hope this has been in some way enlightening. I don't know if it has, but if this could even help one person, that's pretty awesome to me. I feel like that's pretty damn special. So yeah. Also, I am on Instagram. Right now my handle on Instagram is In Spite of the Ache. I will link it in the description too. So actually that will be a really great way for you to see what I eat and how awesome my meals are. Like, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you. I appreciate you immensely. If you made it this far, like, please leave a comment so I can just like love you for doing that for me. Okay, well, I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I hope I didn't sound like too disgusting, because I am fighting off a cold right now. My first week of college, and I'm already sick. So that's just great. Bye, guys. Raise your hand if you're in the Samsung family. Who needs an iPhone, right?